What is up, everyone? Welcome back to even more Muv-Luv photonmelodies. In the previous recording session, we started up Adoration, which has just been an absolutely fun time this entire ride so far. Definitely been enjoying it. I've had a lot of fun with it. In the where we just left off, we finished with having to choose between which of the three girls we wanted to spend time with. I ultimately chose Helga here because, of course, I did. And we were supposed to be fencing. Seijurou has shown up and she's all decked out in some formal gear and whatnot, so apparently it's not the fencing we thought it would be. And yeah, that's what we're picking up at. So without further ado. No, for it appears I've traveled all the way to Britain to perform this tea ceremony. Do what now? I guess it's fine. We could call this an instance of cultural exchange. I'm indebted to Lieutenant Falkenmeyer as well. It's only fair that she's allowed to express her gratitude in her own way. What? I see. Fresh cream, is it? I'll give you some fresh cream. I mean, what? A noblewoman indeed. Even in this day and age, nobles can afford such delicacies. Doesn't matter if their country has been lost or not. The lieutenant's kimono seems to be quite expensive too, but it pales in comparison to a luxury like fresh cream. How did she... Oh, that's right. I've heard rumors of members of the European establishment procuring both necessities and luxury goods through American sponsors. I guess there must be some truth to them. I have to admit, I certainly didn't expect you to bake Western-style pastries, Lieutenant. Do what now? If you say so. So she's baking Western-style pastries, strawberry shortcakes at that. Fail to understand why she's trying to hide it so desperately, though. There's no need to worry. As the scion of a samurai family, it is my utmost pleasure to introduce you to a Japanese culture as repayment for your kindness. Speaking as an imperial subject, I'm honored to hear you're interested in our culture, Lieutenant. To tell you the truth, I'm just as interested in Western culture and its military arts. Really? So all of this is for me? Damn. Alright. My masterpiece, she says. I'm at a loss for words. Just how exactly should I respond? The corner of the briefing room looking like this is surreal, to say the least. Simply surreal. In place of proper tatami, judo mats are spread out all over the place, and there's also the matter of the stock pot paired with a soup ladle, and last but not least, those scrolls on the wall. I think they're supposed to be hanging scrolls. The lieutenant must have written them. But these characters clearly aren't kanji. Could they be cuneiform? No, these characters must be jindaimochi, supposedly used in ancient Japan. And that thing at the top... Wait, what? No, isn't that just hiragana? Very crudely drawn hiragana, but I'm pretty sure it's just hiragana. Is that a flower circle? Isn't the ones they hand out to little kids in school for a job well done? Good lord, the Empire should send a cultural attaché to Europe post-haste, otherwise I dread to think of the impression they will get of Japan. But not all is lost. Her interest in experiencing Japanese culture is splendid. And that's exactly why I should praise her efforts, for if I start to point out her plethora of errors, her interest in our culture will be nipped in the bud. Afternoon tea? At this point I don't know if the lieutenant is a trailblazer of fusion cuisine, or if she simply has no idea what a real tea ceremony is like. Is there something bothering you, Lieutenant? You went quiet all of a sudden. Come again? She's sharp. Fooling her is not going to be an easy task. Absolutely not. I really want to see you perform the tea ceremony, Lieutenant. It's not that I look bleak, but eager. It's true. It's darn true. Darn. Yeah.
私はタイの中で最も日本に詳しいと言われているからな。
But of course, I thought so too.
この正座という座り方も私が一番我慢。いや、上手にできるのだぞ。
Your form is most impressive, Lieutenant. However, there's no need to overexert yourself. I'm aware Westerners are used to chairs. Sitting with your body weight resting on top of your feet is bound to be exhausting.
心配は無用だ。私はタイで最も日本通だと言われているからな。
Yes, I was too forward. Please forgive me. Cold sweat had started dripping down her forehead. I knew it. Sitting in Seiza must be quite a burden on the lieutenant. Still, she is a paragon of chivalry. Just like how a samurai acts as if he had a full stomach even when starving. There are moments when a knight like her needs to fake ignorance in order to protect her pride. She has decided to put on a brave front, using her pride as fuel to endure the pain. As a samurai, what else could I do but to assist her? I must learn from her quiet dignity.
行くぞ、Seijurou。茶を立てるぞ。
Excellent. Let me see the fruits of your studies. Hmm?
立てる。立てるぞ。だが。
You good?
立てるぞ。立てるのだ。
Be at ease, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. I see nothing. I hear nothing. Enough. I can no longer turn a blind eye. It seems her feet are past the point of feeling numb. No, they've become highly reactive to stimuli instead. Need to act right away, or I'll witness the lieutenant disgracing herself. Exactly what she's trying to prevent. I must help her without her noticing. Like a gentleman, I should provide my assistance in a respectful manner. And since we're on the topic of Japanese culture, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, are you familiar with the teachings of Zen? In general terms, Zen is a school of thought whose main precepts say that by staring at your true self, you will eventually be able to reach enlightenment. Yes, and you do so through an aesthetic practice fundamental to the doctrine, meditation in Zazen. You sit on the ground and concentrate in silence, emptying your mind. Wait, is she crying? Lieutenant Falkenmeyer is doing her best to endure, yet her eyes are wet with tears. What transient beauty. Desist. Desist at once. This is not the time to flaunt my refined aesthetic sensibility. I must put a stop to this before she debases herself. Lieutenant, my apologies, but it could be your feet are experiencing a sudden increase in sensitivity.
Seijurou, なぜそれを?
Because I've seen this happen before. It is your worldly desires that put you under so much duress. They are the thoughts that give birth to the suffering of both flesh and mind. Enlightenment, the final stage of Zen, means that you have dispelled the illusions caused by your worldly desires, that you can witness the truth in all of its splendor. Lieutenant, right now you are struggling against those very temptations.
なるほど。まさに今、私は禅の行を。
Indeed. That is why what happened to your feet is nothing to be ashamed of.
何?
To the contrary, it's rare for anybody to endure the pain for so long, especially when confronting your desires head-on for the first time. Let it be known that I, Makabe Seijurou, have nothing but admiration for your chivalrous spirit.
Seijurou?
However, straining yourself too much on this first bout might be detrimental to your health. I think that you, as the expert in your unit, should learn how to cope with this situation, all for the sake of handing down the knowledge to the next generation.
対処法があるというのか?
It's a spiritual practice. I know how to cure what ails you. Leave things to me.
そうか。私は平気なのだが、先駆者ゆえに対処法に通ずるべきもの。
Yeah, of course, of course. Precisely. That strategic, long-term way of thinking is most splendid, Lieutenant.
私は本当に平気なんだぞ。
I know that already. You don't need to repeat it. Now, without further ado, I'll be borrowing your feet.
足? 今、足に触れるというのか?
Oh, I see. Seijurou's a footman. Alright. That's what I plan on doing, yes.
それは困る。困るのだが。やってくれ、聖十郎。
Then, if you'll excuse me.
聖十郎。
Oh.
いや。
Summon your endurance. This is the fastest way to recovery.
平気だ。
Are you feeling it, Lieutenant? Am I hitting the right spot? Oh, she's feeling it. A massage that stimulates blood flow at the affected area. That's the fastest way to regain sensation when one of your extremities has gone numb.
続けてくれ。悟りが。
Yes, of course.
悟りの境地が垣間見えたような。
After heightened sensitivity, what comes next will feel as if you're getting struck by 1,000 needles simultaneously. Brace yourself. Someone's gonna walk in on this, aren't they?
覚悟はできて。 聖十郎、線の針になってる。
I'm innocent! Pathetic, Seijurou. Simply pathetic. Even though she's struggling with all her might, you're allowing yourself to be led astray by your carnal desires. I'm simply treating the Lieutenant. A mere medical practice, nothing more. Steady your heart, repress your desires. Are you a man or a beast, Makabe Seijurou?
聖十郎。
Yeah, my man! What's good? Yeah, of all the people to walk in on this, hell yeah. Captain! Captain?
邪魔をしたようであるな。
Oh yeah, I fucking learned that this guy's actually voiced by the same voice actor who does fucking Kiryu in the Yakuza series, which is fucking great. It just makes me love this character so much more. Yeah! That's an enormous misunderstanding you're having there. I know I'm not guilty of anything. I know I have no reason to feel shame. Yet, what is this sense of dread I feel deep inside my heart? I don't know, it's probably you screaming out Seijurou's name that drew him in here.
大はいかがされたのだろう。
I have no idea, but No, my fears are groundless. It's a mysterious phenomenon, but the captain often reacts as if he could read my mind. It doesn't matter if his uncanny abilities stem from intuition or extrasensory perception. All I know is that he should know exactly what transpired. Can't say I like it, but at the very least, there will be no misunderstanding. He's back already?
聖十郎、国際問題ってどういうことなの？
Huh? Oh. Huh? International incident.
ララーシュタイン大尉がおっしゃっていらした国際問題が発生中
Luna,
の
what the
現場
fuck happened to your
こちらで
eyes?
すか？
What the hell, old man? You were supposed to be a telepath. What a predicament. The captain's making this public at breakneck speed. No wonder he's called the Sonic Baron. Stop it, you idiot. This isn't the time to remark on the appropriateness of his nickname. I've stopped the captain before my reputation lays in shambles.
おいおい小僧、ヘルガローゼとうまくやったって？
My man Brauer. Slender. Vile Slender. Jesus fucking everyone, I love it. Stop looking at me like I'm trash. Say something. God damn, yeah, it's just because everyone's going, oh!
激しかったな。
Yep.
だが、すっきりしたぞ。
That's the last thing you're supposed to say while fixing your messy clothes. I love how she doesn't even try to fight it either.
一人か
Oh god. Lieutenant Brauer, with rotten luck. To make matters worse, he keeps calling me kiddo. Oh, how I'd love to ignore him, but alas... He's saying this out loud. Great. But alas, he is my superior officer, as my dear brother Seijurou used to say. Good manners are the foundation of manly character. Thus, I must show the lieutenant due respect, even if I don't think much of the man himself. Is something the matter, Lieutenant Brauer?
おいおい、思考と発言が逆になってねえかそういう本音は心の中にしまっとくもんだろうが。
My apologies, Lieutenant Brauer. Now, if you would excuse me.
おい、待てよ。
What is it, Lieutenant?
そんなに冷たくすんなって。
Oh yeah?
俺だぜ。
What was that? Pardon?
この俺様がだ。お前が一人で迷ってるんじゃないかって。わざわざ心配してやってんだぜ。
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's nothing but kindness in your heart, my guy. Do I look like I need his help? He must be plotting something. I'm absolutely certain. I'm grateful for your concern. If you would excuse me though, I need to take a shower.
お、覗きか。やるね。
A man of House Makape would not lower himself to such villainy. The thought hasn't even crossed my mind.
おいおい、ごまかすなよ。同じ男同士じゃねえか。おっと、お前はまだ男の子
Jesus.
だけどな。
I'm not hiding anything.
エルガローゼといろいろあった後だ。シャワールームの近くでお前一人がうろついてるなんてどう考えても怪しいって。
Busy? I only gave her a massage. That's not shady at all.
はいはい。小僧のくせに生意気にも高ぶっちまってんだろ。まあ仕方ねえよな。
Unbelievable. Presence of mind, presence of mind. Don't let these baseless accusations throw your mind into disarray. Lieutenant Falkenmeyer went back to her room to put away the kimono, and I'm going to the nearby showers. That's all. There's no need for any sort of guidance because...
ガキじゃねえって。そいつはどうかな、小僧。
Damnation. I can sense the mischief, the ill intentions oozing from his every word. If I lower myself to his level, I would dishonor the name of House Makabe. Believe what you will, but that is all. I really need to get going, Lieutenant.
ああ、そうだな。邪魔して悪かった。ヘルガローゼが来る前にシャワー室に忍び込んでないといけねえもんな。
I do not intend to sneak in anywhere. Good day to you.
間違えんなよ。女はアローをサークルで囲んだ方だからな。
It's the other way around.
なんだ知ってやがったのか。じゃあな、小僧。
Inconceivable. Lieutenant Brauer uses multi-layered tactics. Can't afford to lower my guard around him. Trying to fool me by casually describing the wrong sign. How far is this villain willing to go? I can read him like an open book. He wants me to enter the women's showers by mistake. It's dreadful to think that what could have happened. I would have been branded as a pervert. My place in polite society gone forever. Oh, let's talk about voyeurism. Merely a distraction. Empty words to make me lose my composure and fall right into his trap. But I won't fall for shenanigans so easily. Thinking you can fool me with a cheap trick like that. How dare you? You're way out of your league, Lieutenant Brauer. Who is the fool now, sir? Yeah, but he's already done something, hasn't he? Thank goodness for this hot shower, washing away the disgusting sweat. How convenient would it be if my mental fatigue, worries, and misunderstandings could also be washed down the drain like this. But I realize there's no point in dwelling on the impossible. I should rather use my time for something practical, such as giving myself a Makabe-style massage to relax my muscles. Is that just a euphemism for jerking off? Huh. No way. Lieutenant Brauer? This is another one of his schemes?
嫌な汗をかいたな。
Is that... can it be?
しかし武士道の神髄に一歩近づけたのだ。よしとしよう。
Lieutenant Falkenmeyer? Impossible. Did she misread the signs outside? No, someone as attentive to details or wouldn't make such a stupid mistake. Did Brauer swap the signs on the door? And again, she always carries herself as if she were on the battlefield. Could it be she consciously disregards the rules, even though the facilities here are clearly separated by gender? I stand in awe of your dedication, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. To think you would go so far as to simulate what life in the harshness of the front lines would be like. Yeah, no. That's what he did, didn't he? He swapped the symbols. Then Seijurou went in there and he swapped the symbols back. Right?
ヘルが国際問題は良くないよ。
Yep.
別に国際問題などないと説明しただろう。お前こそ今日は何をしたんだ。スカッシュよ。セルベルスの挑戦を受けて立ったのよ。
まあ懲りない方々ですこと。それで結果はいかがでしたの？
Lieutenants Fulner and Witzelben too?
もちろん勝ったわ。完全勝利よ。
なんだイルフリーで、またあいつらを一方的にいじめて楽しむ遊びをやったのか？
Now Vosternock and the other lady are gonna be here too. It's gonna be all of them. That's fucking great. Let's go. And Lieutenant Vosternock? How could all of them make the exact same mistake?
注意。そういうおっしゃりようはいかがかと思いますけど。客観的に見れば結果は同じだ。
もう競い合うのは結構だが、あまりあからさまにやりすぎるなよ。
手心など無用ですわ、ブリギッテ。これからもあの子たちを鍛えてやってくださいね、イルフリーで。遠慮はいりませんわ。
How's this gonna end?
はい、ジークリンデ様。
And now even Lieutenant Farnhorst is here? One of the 7 heroes, the White Wolf Queen herself. To gaze upon her nakedness would be blasphemy. It puzzles me to no end. Why do they all make the same mistake? Why are they using the men's showers? Wait, maybe, just maybe, I'm the one who made a mistake? In light of the situation, the most natural conclusion is that it's me who made a mistake. The Zockham's razor in action. Inconceivable. Does not make me a peeping Tom or even an outright sex offender. Receiving such a despicable label would be the most humiliating experience of my entire life. It would stain the names of both House Makabe and the Royal Guard. I would never be able to set foot on Imperial soil again. But how do I escape? Do I just hold my breath and wait here? No, that plan won't work. These are communal facilities, for 24 hours, and they're used by every unit in the space. If people start coming to take shower one after another, I'll have no way to justify my unnaturally long stay here. Thus, prompt escape is the most desirable course of action. Oh, whoops. Looks like I misread the signs for the boys in the girls' showers. How silly of me. Ha ha ha. Out of the question. As if I could pull that off. It would be an entirely different story if my eldest brother Seijurou were in my place. He was known for his honest and reputable character. No one would believe me, though, since I have yet to build up any substantial rapport with the people here. What am I supposed to do?
ジークリンデ様のお肌、白くてきめ細やかで、まるで絹のようですわ。ありがとう、イルフリーデ。でも、あなたのお肌はもっと素敵ですよ。え？そんな、私がジークリンデ様より素敵なんて。
The heck? I don't understand German, but I'm not so sheltered that I can't read the mood. The atmosphere has somehow become amorous. What the devil are these women doing? Don't think about it. Just try to feel it. Shit, no, don't do that either. What are you thinking, you absolute fool?
またジーク様に構っていただいているのか、イルフリーで。あまり迷惑をおかけするんじゃないぞ。
え？私、ジーク様にご迷惑をおかけするつもりは。大丈夫よ、イルフリーデ。私はあなたを迷惑に思ったことなど一度もありません。
I'm very curious to see how he gets out of this one.
ジーク様、ありがとうございます。私のことよりもブリギッテよ。あなたの隊長なのだからね。はい。小隊長のお肌は精
Like
悍で
fine leather.
キレがあってまるでしなやかな無知のようですわ。
お前、ジーク様に言われたからって無理しなくていいんだぞ。
I think you're lovely, Bridget.
はい。力及ばず申し訳ありません。
Sieg? Did they just call Lieutenant Farnhorst Sieg? So they can address her by nickname in the showers, despite normally using her last name and rank. The naked truth is exposed in this place. However, nakedness is something I cannot partake in with them.
ブリギッテ、私たちはそろそろ出ましょうか。
はい。
お二人ともお揃いでどちらへ？
例の火力演習に向けた会議があってな。これから国連や欧州連合のお偉方と楽しいおしゃべりだ。
それは難儀ですこと。
ダメよルナテレジア。そのようなことを言っては。
Two of them left. This is my chance to make a daring escape. The others are still here, but since training is over, the number of people inside the showers will only increase from now on. My window of opportunity is rapidly closing. Too bad this place doesn't have a cardboard box I could use for camouflage, but that changes nothing. I'll have to make do without tactical espionage props. Slowly, without making a sound. Keep advancing slowly. Don't lose concentration. Stay silent. Your life hinges on the successful completion of this sneaking mission. Don't make a cliched mistake like stepping on a bar of soap. You fool! Ouch, 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 ouch.
Seijurou!
Wow, this is quite the image. They found me. What a blunder. Luna does not seem bothered by this at all. She's like, oh hey, what's up Seijurou, how you doing? I've soiled the honor of the Empire. I've soiled the name of House Makabe. Now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to commit seppuku.
何？Seijurouがいるの？
What am I saying? No longer worthy of even mentioning the name of Makabe. Honor demands I discard my familial ties. Henceforth I shall be known as Sei, for I have abandoned a part of my name that I share with my brothers, but Sei is also part of my name that was given to me by my parents. Therefore from this day onwards I shall be known as the Nameless One. And now, the only path left to me is to slit open my belly. While I end on foreign soil, I shall leave this world, having paid for my crime as my sole virtuous deed. But before I slit my stomach, I must dispel the misconceptions forced on Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. You see, the circumstances leading to me being here are, well, let's just say it's complicated.
清十郎君、そこまでしているびよ。
そういえば日本には混浴の文化があったわよね。それって常在戦場の心得、侍の国だからなの？何？侍の？
Wait, what? Fuck. We didn't need to go down this road. Sure, Lieutenant Fitzalbin isn't mistaken, that's how bathing is handled on the front lines. However, much like in Dover, men and women are firmly divided back in the rear.
じゃあせっかくだから今日は日本スタイルで。
Yeah, of course, Ilfrida doesn't give a shit. She's like, oh shit, y'all, get over here, boy. It's shower time. Look, woman, do you understand the implications of your words? Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, please admonish the fool.
最前線では男女の別などないのだ。私はこれっぽっちも恥ずかしいなどと思ってないぞ。
I completely understand how you feel, but let's save that for later. Come on now, time to give Lieutenant Fulner a strict scold.
それゆえに聖十郎を洗うことはやぶさかではないぞ。
Is there something in the water that makes them dull? And look at you blushing like a virgin. You're clearly not okay with it.
そうと決まれば聖十郎、こっちにいらっしゃい。私たちが隅から隅まできれいに洗ってあげる。
Absolutely not.
清十郎君、
Wink, wink,
仕
nudge,
方の
nudge.
ない子ですわね。
No, you. Hitting her with the Uno reverse card, huh?
もう英士になるんでしょ。覚悟を決めてこっちにいらっしゃい。
Let's save that for the front lines. I'm sorry.